Okay, so a few minutes ago we highlighted what it's like to have Down syndrome and how you can spread awareness, but it just so happens that we have Kendra Hager here today, also diagnosed with Down syndrome, but she was crowned St. Albans Homecoming Queen just a few weeks ago, so we were excited to have you come on the show. We're so glad that you're here. Was it a dream come true? Just to be Homecoming Queen?
Yeah, I was excited and happy.
Now, okay, so how did this go? Did you decide I want to run for Homecoming Queen at the beginning of the year?
Yeah.
And you told all your friends?
Yeah.
So did you have to put up signs around the school or anything like that, or they just kind of immediately chose you? Tell me about that night, that Friday night. What was that like for you?
I was excited and happy, and I love my mom so much.
And it really does make you emotional. I know I saw a few pictures. Why was it just such an amazing moment for you?
Because I was excited.
Yeah.
About your friends? Tell them about your friends.
Yeah, I want to hear about your friends. What are they like? Tell me about them. What are their names?
Eli Bone and Maggie and Maddie Price.
Those are your best friends?
Yeah.
And so they went to the dance with you as well?
Yeah.
Why are they your best friends?
Because they love me so much.
They love you so much?
Yeah.
What do you do together?
We hang out and go to places and go to dinner.
Where do you guys like to go to dinner?
To Fat Patties.
To Fat Patties? That's always a good time. And you cheer with them?
Yeah.
How long have you been cheerleading?
For 3 months.
3 months. This is your senior year. What is your favorite thing about being out there on the track on Friday nights?
What's your favorite thing to do when you're cheering?
Going up in stunts.
You do stunts? What's your position? Are you a base?
No, tell them, say, they put me up.
They put me up.
You always go up in the air?
Yeah.
Isn't that scary?
No.
No? You like that the best?
Yeah.
What's it like going to St. Albans High School?
I love my high school so much.
You love them so much.
Yeah.
They're just really accepting and a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Tell me why it's so great to be a dragon.
I'll always be a dragon, and I love it.
Because your friends are just the best there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Now, I think we have some photos. Do you reckon, who are you driving in the car with, in the convertible? And then there's you being crowned the queen.
Eli Bone and Alan Parsons.
Okay, and then that's you and Mom right there.
Yeah.
And that's you guys getting ready for the dance.
Yeah.
What was the best part of that night?
I love the dance. I like to wiggle and hop around.
You like to wiggle and hop around? What's your
Yeah.
favorite song right now?
Whip.
Whip? Can you do it for us?
Now watch me whip. Now watch me nay.
Now watch me whip. Yeah. My niece taught me that. I didn't know it, but you could probably teach it to me better. So you guys were whipping and nay-naying all night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so much fun. And now here's a moment that you will never forget, I'm sure. You out there on the field.
Yeah.
Talk about standing there. Did you know you were going to be queen?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Did they tell you ahead of time?
Yeah.
They did. So were you, I know that you were brought to tears at
Yeah.
that point, right?
Yeah.
Now, were you just so excited and so happy? I mean, what were you thinking? Was this something that you ever thought could happen?
Yeah. It was excited and emotional.
And you were standing there with your friends, right?
Yeah.
There you are, just crowned queen, running over. You didn't take a second. You leapt right up there to get your crown.
Yeah.
Have you put it down since?
No.
No. I love it. I said, now make sure that she brings the crown when she comes in on the show on Thursday. And of course, Tessa, her mom, said, oh, no worries. She loves that crown. That's not leaving her sight. And here it is, beautiful as ever. But you know, you're not going to wear the crown every night because you've got to cheer tomorrow.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, St. Albans is playing who?
Hurricane.
Hurricane. Who is going to win?
Us.
You're going to win. The Dragons are going to win. Now, what does it take to get ready for the game? Do you have to practice all afternoon tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're still going up into the air too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything that you would like to say to your friends and everyone at school?
I love them so much, and I love my teachers so much.
And this has just been an amazing year for you.
Yeah.
The best senior year that anyone could ask for.
Yeah.
And next year, heading to college.
Yeah.
What's that like? Are you ready, Mom?
No, not at all.
You've been calling schools all day today?
Yeah, I have.
Who are we looking into?
We're looking at Southern Illinois University, University of Kentucky,
Yeah.
Murray.
Murray? I don't know. UK, huh? How are the WVU fans and Marshall Hurd fans? What's that like? A West Virginia girl heading to Kentucky.
I know. We don't have the programs here.
Yeah. You ready to go? Which school do you want to go to? Have you decided yet?
I want to go to Illinois.
You want to go to Illinois. All right. Well, we wish you the best of luck, and we're so happy for you. You're wonderful. You're amazing. And congratulations on being this year's homecoming queen. So wonderful to meet you, Kendra.
Thanks.
An inspiration. I love it.
Thank you.
Hey, we're back, and we are at the Keith Albee, where this weekend, it's really going to be a pretty explosive and dynamic weekend, I guess you could say. Why? Because the Explosive Dynamics are going to be here performing on stage. It's going to be a big event at the Keith Albee. As most of you know, in Huntington, it is such a historic building. It's really important to the community. Everyone wants to keep it around, and it's events like this that really help to do that. So explain, why have an event like this weekend?
Well, this is KPAC, who's the board that handles the Keith Albee. This is our spring fundraiser this year, and I bumped into Michael a couple months ago, and he explained to me that, well, this is our 50th anniversary, and of course, I followed these guys since I was, in high school,
Right.
junior high school and stuff, going to Riverside and the Greenbrier or Glenbrier and Hullabaloo and Dreamland and all that stuff, and it was just such great. And since they've been in it for 50 years now, and this is the 88th anniversary of the Keith Albee, it seemed like a good fit. And they play they're Huntington's own. They've been here forever, and they just play a really lot of upbeat Motown genre type music.
Right, we should mention we have Don, Dan, and Michael here. Michael here, of course, being from the band, and we were just saying you've been together for, decades, one of the longest standing bands. What has it been like all this time being able to stick it out and continue to perform right in your hometown?
It's been a lot of fun. We've got a couple of members that have deceased over the years, but Ricky David, our lead drummer back in the early 60s, he hasn't been with us since '66, but he was on the recording, A Whole Lot of Lovin'. But to answer your question directly, we're thrilled to be here as part of the KPAC fundraiser. It's a tremendous, a beautiful facility here, and we're glad that we're going to be able to go down in history of bringing this place additional life to it. It's a wonderful place. The sound is good for anybody that's a musician.
Yeah.
It's a great place to listen to some music from the Explosive Dynamics, so be sure and come out.
And I have to ask you, you've been around for so long. Have you actually performed here before?
My first experience, so it's a great experience. We haven't missed many venues in the city of Huntington. Not hardly any at all. But this is my first time here, and I'm overly excited. So, in the day we used to do a dance routine, and I used to do splits and spin arounds and all that kind of stuff. No. No, I want to make that perfectly clear. You're going to get some great music, but don't look for any splits, okay?
All right.
But it's going to be a fantastic show. That's a guarantee.
Well,
That's a
what
guarantee
can we do
for
about those splits?
anybody that comes. Everybody should come. It should be full. It's a great thing that we're doing. So come and check us out Saturday night.
All right, and of course you have a big hand in this, and it's all about keeping the Keith Albee alive and well.
Absolutely, and what our intention is to completely restore the theater over the next several years. We have an estimate on that of about $16 million. We've got about $2 million in restoration now that's been spent. But this theater is highly unusual. Cities the size of Huntington do not have grand, majestic theaters of this caliber, and we're very fortunate to have this one survive. The great architect who designed this did over 300 theaters. Only 8 of them were of this quality and type, and this is the only one still standing.
And okay, so a rundown.
helping make your life easier. Moms Every Day.
Hey everybody, it is Hattie Cheek with Moms Every Day. Today we have Joe Unger with us today from Unger Shoes. He always brings elaborate displays. We like to see what you bring. Today we are focusing primarily on New Balance. That's the athletic shoe that Unger Shoes rolls with.
That is correct. Actually, it's the only brand of athletic shoes that we carry.
Yeah.
And of course, there's several reasons for that, because there's plenty of athletic brands out there. But we feel New Balance is the best because, number one, it's the only athletic shoe company that has factories in America. So we have in our store a lot of the shoes that are made in the USA. And they make their shoes in a broad range of sizes and widths. So women's, for example, women's over here. Women's come from a AA, which to those who don't know is very, very narrow, to a women's quadruple E.
Okay.
That's really wide.
AA to quadruple E, that's a very large span.
Exactly.
But women have all different size feet when it comes to how narrow or how wide they are.
Absolutely. And because of that broad spectrum, we can fit virtually any shape of foot. So from, slender feet to that broad, fleshy foot, men's, women's, and children's, I might add.
And so you can help fit the person to the right shoe then.
And thank you for asking, because we at our shoe store at Unger Shoes, we have 2 board-certified podorthists on staff, 1 therapeutic shoe fitter, and an orthopedic shoe technician, all in Unger Shoe Store.
So especially if you're a runner and you don't know which way you run, it's hard to find a good running shoe. I will admit that. To find the one that's really going to support you the right way. So it's nice to have somebody who can kind of figure out which way you're leaning.
Precisely. We specialize in sports medicine injuries. We use New Balance as a prescription platform. There are, of course, there's degrees of New Balance, just like anything else. Cars, food, shoes as well. So they range from super shock absorbing lightweight. Feel the weight of that.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
It's very light.
Yes. So all the way to shoes that are a little more firm, that you can even feel the weight difference.
Yeah, this will be a little
stronger.
Heavier.
Yes.
Like a thicker sole there.
Yeah, and thank you for bringing that up. That's called a roll bar.
Okay.
And that's a stabilizer. It's built into the shoe, and we use that for particular sports medicine injuries. Injured runners. Runners are crazy because they want to keep running even when they are hurt.
Yes, I'm quite aware of that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, you can't really get just stopped. And it's funny though, because a lot of times it's what the shoe looks like that really grabs everyone's attention, not necessarily the comfort. So obviously a lot of these shoes are pretty flashy and going to grab your attention.
That's correct. And of course I brought some really bright fun things, but then they do make good solid footwear in bright fun colors too. So that old misnomer of well, if it's good for you, it's got to be ugly. That doesn't really apply.
It doesn't work when we're talking about these shoes. And you just get a close-up on some of the really cute kid shoes.
Yes.
And then you even said you have some golf shoes here too.
That's correct. We have men's and women's New Balance golf shoes, waterproof and in non-waterproof, and in many other colors and styles. I just brought the one just so people can see the sole, the spikes.
The spikes on the bottom.
Yeah, and that's important to golfers.
Now, we talked about the staff a bit, but they do get some special training.
Yes, actually, we are the Tri-State's only NBRX dealer, and we are the Tri-State's only dealer that has staff that has been to the New Balance Shoe School.
Oh, interesting.
So we have...
So they can do what you were talking about earlier. They can help you out with all of that. Okay,
Correct.
So that makes perfect sense. You kind of already touched on a few things, but why do you think Unger Shoes is special and different?
I would say the reason is our fitting. Our fitting is precise. When you walk into Unger Shoe Store, it's like you've entered the 1930s again. We have fitting stools. We have shoe measuring devices called Brannick devices. We have shoe horns in our back pocket.
You gotta love that, yeah.
Yes, we bring out the shoes, we put them on your feet, we check the fit, and then we check the last, and we make sure that the shoe matches your foot shape. You can see here, like look at see how much wider this one is? Oh yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll show it to. See how much wider in the shank this one is than this? These shoes, even though they're the same size, these shoes are going to fit a completely different shaped foot.
Right, and before we have to go, I just want to make sure that everybody knows where you're you're located. That's Ironton?
Yes, we're in
Okay.
downtown Ironton. We are on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, you can look us up there and see kind of a selection of what we carry.
Very good.
So, yes, come on down and see us.
Well, Joe, thanks so much for coming in. If you need
my
any more
pleasure.
information, just head to our website, which is WSAZ.com. Click on the Moms Every Day tab, and you can rewatch the interview and see all of these shoes again. Thanks for joining us. Have a good one.